Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Equal housing insurer. State laws apply.
I don't know if this screen is big enough to put 29 teams up there right now, and I don't know if 29 teams have what it takes, but tonight, for example, Allard Baird, who is Brody Van Wagenen's right-hand man, lieutenant, is watching Atlanta's AAA team. Kyle Wright, one of their top prospects, is pitching tonight. This may be a coincidence, but no, this is not a coincidence at all. The Atlanta Braves have what it takes. The New York Yankees certainly have what it takes. Question is, will the Mets actually give...
That would be something.
Oh, it would be something. And they don't want to see Noah Syndergaard blossom across town like that. The Minnesota Twins, another team with a very deep farm system, could be in on him. You've seen the Tampa Bay Rays. They've been looking for pitching. There are so many teams right now that are intrigued by this.
There you have it, Jeff Passan of ESPN talking about who could be interested in Noah Syndergaard of the New York Mets, 6-7, but a 2.86 ERA. It looks like Madison Bumgarner's off the block. It looks like it's going to take a castle on a king's ransom to get Trevor Bauer. So now that means Syndergaard. And would they trade him to the division rival like the Braves? Would they trade him to the Yankees? That's the question now, isn't it? Brody Van Wagenen, of course, is a former agent. I mean, there's all the reports. Why do you keep Mickey Callaway around when he's a total incompetent? Because he takes orders well. That's why. From the, so Mets are kind of the new Nationals when it comes down to that agent, telling you what to do type of thing and all that. But anyway, that does mean that agents, they think out of the box. Kyle Wright for Syndergaard? All right, in Irwin, Tennessee, where our studio is, they are going to be opening up a brand new Food City this Wednesday at 8 a.m. It's going to be open until midnight, so nice long hours for the Food City. It's right off exit 37. So right there, you turn into town off exit 37. You'll see the big sign there, nestled in behind some of the fast food restaurants and all this. Plenty of parking there. Certainly, I mean, you can't open up a supermarket today without plenty of parking, right? Anyway, but here's something that I like. You can actually go to the Food City and just pick up your food because you can order it. You can actually go online, foodcity.com, pick up your food there. I said this yesterday. Can you imagine having fresher food, meat, cheese, bread, vegetables, fruit, coffee, whatever it is? Can you imagine having fresher food than the first day of a supermarket? I can't. I mean, it's got to be right from the farm about 2 seconds ago, and otherwise. So anyway, that's it. Food City in Irwin, coming this Wednesday at 8 a.m., right off exit 37. Tennessee State Route 81, the end of the line for that road, actually, if you want to, where it ends on Main Street. That's about where it is at. Also want to remind you, Asian House, that they are open all this weekend, and if you go there, you get 10% off your meal if you mention my name, Marky Billson, and 1420 WEMB Sports Radio. Check out their menu at goasianhouse.com. Something else. Having a picnic this week? Think of them for catering. I got to think about it. Or takeout, that sort of thing. You get the same 10% off. But, it's summertime, and I've often said, everybody likes to think they're the grill master, and then they come away with burns. Everybody likes Chinese food. I like the sushi for lunch because it keeps you going. I mentioned that. They're right there in the Shops and West Market in Johnson City on your way to Jonesboro, or if you're coming from Jonesboro, Greenville, right there on your right going into Johnson City, only about a mile away from where Market Street and the State of Franklin Parkway intersect, that big intersection. Asian House, go there this week, 10% off. You mention my name. See their menu at goasianhouse.com. Final minute. Yesterday I was talking about why, after Maxim Dadashev's death, are we not having headgear in pro boxing? Believe it or not, another fatality this week in boxing. Hugo Santillan. I mean, we should be talking about Turner and Pacquiao, right? No, we're talking about this stuff. 23 years old was Santillan. Died from injuries he sustained in a fight on Saturday. He'd been in a coma for 5 days. He literally collapsed after the fight in the ring. He's a super featherweight. He was fighting in Buenos Aires, lost to Eduardo Javier Abreu, went 10 rounds in a split decision. Split decision. Someone thought he won the fight and he died. Why not headgear? I really got to ask that question. See you next week at noon. Colin Coward is next.
1420 WEMB.